Plenty to clean up again. But let's start. Oh, right. Craft apron. Now I did promise a show and tell, which will follow, but I first want to do some things that need to dry. Okay, so these have sides to do. Sides, sides. Mostly done this one. Just a few touch-ups. And then I can spray this. One side. One side. These are for show and tell. Touch-ups. And then they're done. Do I have more that only need touch-ups? That are also already. Oh, most just have one side left to done, which is cool, because that means next week. I think next week, because I think the week after is Fancy Fest. I can finish a whole bunch of these. These still need to be more finished. This one has a lot of touch-ups in the back. Yeah, I think I'm going to do all these sides. That's a lot of sides left to do, because that's the biggest thing to me. These are more coloring. And this one is pretty much already gold. So that's purple, pink, and lines. So there's a lot of things to do, which is good. And these are other ones. There we go. It's my mousey mouse. So I'm just going to do sides that still need to be done. And that's going to be in either one turn or 2 turns. Depends on if I can reach every nook and cranny. And then when these are dry, I can do the lines. Dries nice and flat, so that's nice. It's a bit less shiny, but nothing a little spray varnish can't fix. So I think this month the yummy should pretty much be done. And then I only have a couple for this here to do. been sketching a couple of the final ones for next year. Need to sketch 2 more. Most need to be fixed on the back. But yeah, 2 more to sketch, and then I think I have pretty much all sketched. Just need to plan and see what I haven't put out yet, and I think it's mostly gonna be Pokemon to fill the holes. Not sure if I can go completely around. We're gonna see. Not really talkative at the moment. Nothing to share. I hope this is going to be dry at the second part of the stream. Would be nice. This still needs eyes to finish. Oh, a bit of the shoes as well. This might be something I need to paint in 3 parts. I wish I could watch things. You have a risk of hearing what I'm watching and then getting demonetized or banned or whatever you want to call it. Getting strikes, and 3 strikes you're out. Stuff like that. But to have nothing might be nice for a change as well. Seems I can still do it in 2. No, I still need to fix the backs from some. It is a bit boring. I'm well aware. This is part of the process as well. I always forget to move the mouse. Now everything is moving without my consent. There. Inside. It's really necessary for me to talk on stream. So I don't really have much to say. Ask me questions so I can answer. And I'm not the kind of person who's going to pretend that people are asking questions when there is no one. I really hate that. I was once at a show, and the host suddenly said, "Yeah, and we're getting a lot of questions right now. Like, that's cool. And where can I find it and stuff like that?" And I was like, "No, you didn't. You didn't get any questions. There's no interaction whatsoever." So yeah, I got a bit disillusioned by fakeness in shows. Maybe a bit naive of me to think that people were actually listening and asking questions, but no, it was just a host. Of course, you have to pretend, but So, for example, I can say, someone's asking what kind of paint I'm using, and I'm using my own blend of acrylics and poster paint, stuff like that. I'm also using a very expensive brush, which I didn't, by the way. I prefer using very cheap materials. And the reason why I prefer very cheap materials is that so everyone can afford them. And so you don't need very expensive materials to get something nice. Gave a workshop yesterday, still need to clean the board with all my instructions. I have a lovely big whiteboard, has one damage in it. That's how I got it, very, very cheap, and I love it. I'm having that whiteboard since I moved out. First time, for the record, before I met my husband. I had this whole huge self-made calendar on it, so I can write things on it, and then promptly never use that, and just used it as a place to put all my magnets, because I love magnets, hence why I'm making magnets. And when I had to give up my apartment, board went to the studio, got integrated with another board that does have a schedule on the back, which I currently use to store my 3D printable magnets, which I do need to put away and see which ones I can sell, and if I want to sell it. This is a very big one. I'm not sure if I can. Moving the mouse. Okay, 7 done. Way more to go. I could do the others, but then I wouldn't be able to paint them. So either I do the sides today of everything, and hopefully some is dry at the second stream, but I doubt it. Or I don't do it and then do it later when I have more new ones to start up. I think that might be better. Doesn't take forever, it's just an annoying job. This one needs most of it. Now it's getting tricky because I can't really move my fingers that much. It's a nice thought to have a lot of them done so soon. I mean, took a picture of Ren and he's not even fully done yet, but you know, it was good enough for the picture. Can't even remember what I had as a freebie. Oh, right. I remember which freebie goes up tomorrow. Almost through the pile. Oh, 2 people watching. Have to be careful not to mess up the pastels inside. Let's see. I think this one had some touch up and was done. Maybe just the lines. And then of course the back. Mousy already moused. Too little. It's a great miniature keyboard, but it goes into sleep mode way too quickly. The final one of the sides of this batch. Okay, so that was all the things with the side. And for now we're gonna move it. And hello. Glad you could join us. So first what we're going to do is the line art of this one and this one, because the line arts are quite quickly dry. And then this one is ready to be sprayed. You finished the diamond painting. That's nice. I'll see it probably on Facebook. The finished result. Okay. Close this drawer. Open the other. And into the tray for spray varnish. I'll check Messenger later on after the stream somewhere. No, I did not cut my pinky. I had to wrestle Remy for something he was not allowed to have, and his tiny claw was a bit faster than I was. And it went quite deep. But I already feel better, don't worry about it. This is just to protect both my work and my pinky from dirt. And this will be dry soon enough, and then I can paint it. It's already almost dry, so... Right, first... This one, where's my copper paint? And I think I'll do the show and tell in the next stream, because then everything is drying anyway. Oops. Does need a little bit of fixing, so I can do that when it's dry, which probably won't be before the next stream. Might not even be dry at the end of the next stream. Let's see, what else do we have? We have coins here, and this one needs some normal fixing. Let's see if I can shake it up. Where's my gold? Well, I'll just take this one. I can clean it. This is a little bit more fixing. That's what you get for using thin lines. And you finished a new outfit. That's nice to read. My side didn't really do that much. It's just too much going on. Been binge watching a series, especially 2.5 of the episodes, over and over and over again. Classic Belle's ball gown as a cosplay outfit. I'm really curious to your take on it. And I'm interested to see what Natasha will be wearing at AnimeCon. Okay. We'll still have about 10 minutes time before break. This is already pretty much dry, and I have some purple over here. It's great purple downside. It dries very dark. Other downside, It dries kind of splotchy, so you need a lot of layers. But other than that, it's fine paint. Still haven't looked up the colors, by the way. Oops, that's a bit too much. Well, even if the first version was lost, you still grew a lot as a person, so your second version will always be different. Because you're different as a person. You have new thoughts, new ideas, new techniques. So even if it is a remake, it won't be an exact duplicate. You can go try. And these characters all have the same brown. Right, already put my finger in it. Again, putting my fingers into the paint. I'm not a smart person today. Where's my dark? Running out of this dark. No, that's not this color. Do I have my favorite red with me? No, it's still down there. Not here. Okay, so it should be here anyway. Right. It's right in front of me. Per usual. I need to shake it again. I'm going to give this little piece red as well, because that's Courage's hair tie. Okay. Probably gonna need a third layer anyway. I still have about 5 minutes left before I'm gonna take my tiny break. There's a little patch here. That's only a little patch, so that's cool. Moving on the sides, there's a little patch over here. Little patch over here. Here. Cool. That was all. Do I already have this color? I think I need to mix. Oh. This one's too light. Yep, need to mix. I like mixing. There we go. Cap out. There's already a little bit of fungus on it, hence why I remove it. Okay, so what we need is we need this color. And we need to make it a bit darker. Only slightly. Let's see. This is my almost empty tube of ultramarine, so a bit of that as well. And let's see how far we're going to get with this one. Do I already have a little bit of water here? might become too light. Getting there, that's a nice color. Sure, you can't see it, but it's a nice color. Just trust me on it. Okay. I might actually have this color somewhere already. I actually need a darker one as well. So I can use this as a base, as a seed. Or maybe use a darker color I already have. Do I have a dark petrol-like? This is green. I can use this one. Okay, I'm gonna put this one away so I won't put my finger in it. Probably still will, but you know. Well, that's eerie quite far done. I'm gonna start painting Tenchi because he has muted colors. I think I'm going to give him a blue top just to match his sister. Because, you know, they're twins, so twins should dress alike, you know. That is a joke. don't really know Tenchi that well yet. Knew him as a teen a little bit, as a kid, small child, teen, and an adult. But he's not one for the spotlights. Because of that, I don't get to know him that well yet. But maybe in the new book, or maybe never. That is a possibility as well. I want a gray. I just realized I'm matching him his colors to his future wife. Do I have a dark gray? Yes, I have a dark gray for his shoes. Or technically black. And that's Tenchi, first layers done. Not gonna be dry today. So for the next stream, because I don't really have much things that are dry yet, I'm gonna start on winter, the Comey freebies, and then whatever's on my pile for next year. Maybe a few that I already started. So this is my 1 hour break. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? I'm missing my mouse. There we are. So I'll be seeing you soon, and then I'm gonna start with the show and tell. Give me about